Hey YouTube family, how are you guys doing? Hope you're all doing well. It's been a while. I've been busy with work, but lately I've been on this kind of pedal shopping spree. I've been experimenting with some different pedals. And if you remember my last video, I did a little demo of the New X Queen of Tone pedal, which is a double overdrive pedal. And it was really good, and I gigged with it. I didn't get any footage of that one, but I unfortunately had to return that pedal because either there's a problem with that design or there was just a problem with my pedal. So the problem I was having is at home on the video, which is linked in the description below, there was no real issues with it. It sounded good. There was a lot of settings, a lot of options on it. Pretty cool pedal. For the price, it was like 168 bucks Canadian. Probably taxes on that, I can't remember. But, so yeah, it worked well. But live at the gig, under full volume, I noticed that every time you hit the switch, the signal was interrupted for like a split second. You'd be playing, and then there's nothing, and then the effect is on. So whether you're turning the effect on or turning the effect off, as soon as you depressed that foot switch, there was a signal interruption on both sides. So just weird, like it would literally cut the signal off. So great pedal, great construction, looked good, features were great, but there's something wrong with that. I don't like my signal being interrupted. So anyway, I was looking online, and I found this Gain Tone Machine box landed in the mail. I will show you what's in here. It doesn't say the name of the pedal on this box, so these must be like generic. It's a double pedal, and there's two pedals on there, and I was kind of curious because these pedals are designed after pedals that I currently own. This is a simple pedal board that I built. Link to this video is in the description below too if you want to see this. This pedal board was great. I got it on Amazon. It was super inexpensive. It comes with a power brick, all the cables, and man, it works great. It has not let me down yet. And this thing gets a lot of use. I use this here mostly, and I've been using this for just a country band that I had been part of. So I just wanted a simple pedal board, and you'll notice I have two drive pedals there. I have the Timmy Drive, which is not a cheap pedal, like 275 bucks here in Canada. And I have the Wampler Clarksdale Overdrive. Again, not a cheap pedal, well over $200 here in Canada to buy new. So I like these because they stack really well. The Timmy Drive is a very transparent drive pedal. And this is basically a tube screamer. It's kind of like a TS9. Just with, Wampler, everything is kind of modified and just made a little bit better. I like the Wampler stuff. It's pretty good. But man, it's expensive, right? So when I saw this pedal that I'm about to show you, I was like, really? Really? Because they claim that this pedal that I'm about to show you from Gain has a Timmy Drive on one side and a typical tube screamer on the other. So let's check this out. So you're now entering another episode of you and me checking out gear in my basement. Well, here you have it, folks. This red pedal on my main gigging board. So you may have seen this board a year ago if you followed me for that long. But so this is my main gigging board when I play bigger venues. It looks complicated, but it's very simple. It's just that I have two amps on it. So I'm running my Quilter Superblock UK and my Quilter Superblock US. I'm running to JHS ABY buffered splitter box. And each of these amps are going to this cab that I just modified. So this is a small little 212 Laney cab. I got rid of the Laney speakers because they suck. Sorry, Laney fans, but the original speakers in there, they are terrible. And I replaced them with an Alnico Gold by Celestion and a Warehouse Guitar Speaker Blackhawk Alnico as well. So these are both 50-watt speakers. I have my Quilter Superblock UK going to the Blackhawk, and I have the Quilter Superblock US going to the Gold, and they are wired independently. I got rid of the little electronic kind of connector that they had up here, and I just wired 2 individual jacks. And you have to isolate these jacks if you want to do something like this, because this jack plate is metal, and as soon as you connect the 2 jacks, even though they're individually connected to the speakers, they're kind of linked via the metal of this jack plate. So I had to use plumber's tape and plastic washers on each side to make sure they were not making contact with each other via this plate, and now everything works great. This is called the Gain Brigade double overdrive pedal. There's a Timmy Drive on one side. There's a typical TS9 tube screamer circuit on the left. This pedal was like 60 bucks on Amazon. Super cheap, super inexpensive. Really cool features, easy to dial in. Just takes the typical 9-volt. It's got a voice switch. All the voice switch does is allow you to go from the Timmy to the tube screamer, or the tube screamer to the Timmy. Now, does it sound good? Well, I'll give you some tones, but I think it sounds pretty darn good for a $60 pedal. In fact, I'm going to leave it on this board, and I'm using it tomorrow night at a gig. Is it perfect? No, there is a problem. I actually contacted the manufacturer, contacted the seller on Amazon, and I told him that when you click these switches, this one's okay. Oh, can you hear that? It resonates in the amplifier. So when you click these switches, you can hear it coming through the speakers of your cabinet. And this one is really bad. So the overdrive side, probably because it's higher gain. Can you hear that? That is crazy. Like, that's ridiculously loud. So when I informed the seller on eBay about this, he immediately apologized and said that he would give me a partial refund if I kept the pedal. And I was like, I don't really want a partial refund. I just want new switches. Can you send me silent switches, like the momentary style ones, the ones that don't click? And I'll just replace them and the pedal should be great. And he said there are no parts available for these. So if you buy one of these, understand that once it goes, it's done. Now, I sent an email to the manufacturer. I sent an email to Gain customer support, and I asked them the same question, and I have not yet gotten a reply. However, it hasn't even been 24 hours yet, so I will let you know if they reply. But I find it hard to believe that a company that makes pedals cannot supply parts for what they make. Like, they must have them somewhere. Now, maybe they don't have any upgraded parts for these, but if anybody out there in YouTube world knows how I could upgrade these switches and still make this pedal work, I'd be interested, because sound-wise, I think it's pretty good. Let's get right down to it. So this is the Earl Slick SL55. Right now, the AB box is on the red light, if you can see that right there. And the red means that I'm with the Quilter Superblock US. And this green light means I'm with the Quilter Superblock UK. So here is the Quilter Superblock US going through the El Nico Gold speaker by Celestion. And we will be doing this in the form of Simple Man. This is the Quilter Superblock UK going through the Blackhawk. And this is both together. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit of delay with my replay box. 2, 3, 4. So I just have very little delay. I don't like a big, loud, and long trail delay. So that's all it is. Got like 2 to 3 repeats. Alright. So now we're going to slap the Timmy Drive on. I got the bass right about 10 o'clock. I got the treble right up and down at 12. The volume's at about 10 o'clock. And the gain is just past 12. We'll say about 1 o'clock. And the Timmy Drive sounds like this. Not too bad at all. It has some really articulate tone. You can hear everything, but you still got that grit. Pretty spanky drive. And you can get some fairly decent gain out of the Timmy side too. I like it right about there. You know, you can tell that there's gain, but it's not a ridiculous amount. And when you go on the neck pickup, it's very bluesy. So without gain, sounds like this. With the gain on. All right. So, once again. Switch to the TS9 side. We got the volume at about 10. We got the tone at about 3. And I have the gain at about 1 o'clock. And we get this. If you want more, you just stack them. So there we go. Now the voice switch, I'll just show you the different sounds and you can tell me in the comments which one sounds better. So if I stack this with the green on, I'm pretty sure the green is going from Timmy into TS9. And then the red will be from TS9 into Timmy. But I'm not sure. It came with no manuals, no instructions, and it wasn't clear online which is which. So I have no idea. If you guys know, you can let me know. So here is stacked with the green light. Sounds like this. And switch. The gain seems a little bigger or fatter when the green light's on as opposed to the red. The red seems a little more articulate, so this one sounds a little thicker. So that's why I'm thinking that the green is the Timmy into the TS9 and the red is the TS9 into the Timmy. So you can hear there isn't a lot of humming or buzzing, but there is a lot of like just hissing noise, you know, like you can hear it. But part of that is also coming from the other pedals too. It's not just this one. Yeah. So anyway, not a big difference, like, you know, from one to the other, but that's because I have the pedals set so that they're still fairly bright and articulate. So if you listen to my clean tone, and then I add the Timmy side, still very much the same, just a little driven. And on the higher gain side, again, I want to keep the personality of the guitar. I just want more grit. So tone too. So there it is, folks. There is the Gain Brigade double overdrive pedal. And as opposed to having over $500 and some odd dollars in two pedals over there with the Timmy Drive and the Wampler, with this lesser named brand, you can get those same two pedals pretty much for $60. And the company was nice enough to refund me $35 because of the issues I was having with the foot switches making noise. So really, this pedal, taxes in, cost me like $37. I think that's a sweet deal for a pedal that kind of keeps the character of the guitar alive. So anyway, guys, that's it for me. You guys take care. God bless. And let me know in the comments what you think. Have a good one, and we'll see you soon.